Standing next to him, Sam.
Man, that's how y'all do, huh?
Yeah.
That's how y'all do, man. I'm telling y'all, I know you should shoot. I'm starting getting there because that's getting on me. Come here.
I lost the last one.
Yo, try to get yourself. Okay, shoot jump shot. Man, cute with
Get me
that
out of my
shit.
comfort zone. It's a wrap.
Oh, I know. You the only guy I know how. Hey, all the players, you the only one that's the cutest to get your shot off and don't get blocked.
Nope.
It's nothing like that.
No more than
Slow, but it gets
Drop
in.
30.
And then one time he hit the shot in the game, slid on the floor and slid. Looked at me, I was sitting next to somebody. He was like, this, look. I said, make your
You sitting
shit.
next to
That's up, man.
You sit next to you.
Okay. I was like, yup. I was like,
I remember that.
slid, hit it. Look, bro. Slid. Looked over here. Got up.
I never did. All these misses. Give me something.
Right here. Oh. Somebody about to start it. Oh, he started mid-range. I forgot which range where he won. Oh!
It's the double ball.
Yeah.
You got to shoot higher on these.
Oh!
He still seems wrong.
Back board.
They hurt me on that corner stuff. Top. Corner in the top. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I said.
Are we going horse?
Go big.
Big. Okay. Big.
Sam's in the house.
Air balls used to be a letter, but I'm gonna let you slide. There it is.
About time. I got it now.
That's one for the college kid.
Shit.
Oh!
Lefty? He didn't call it though, but he
Back shot. Nice.
You gotta shoot it up on these doubles.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh. A little pressure. I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna walk over here acting like you gonna hit it.
Man, I did not hit it. Yes, sir.
Say that's a carry.
That might be what it is, man. It might be. You know, they ain't never like you tell you, goddamn.
Been out here. They tripping.
Beef like a motherfucker.
Oh, it's off.
Uh-oh. Everybody got two?
Yeah, with nuts, man. You got to put some pressure on Jonathan.
I might end with nothing right here.
I might end with nothing.
Game time, man. Good job, boys.
Oh!
Game out, nigga. Oh.
Okay, I forgot what we're gonna call it.
When we was gonna go to one of the games.
Oh yeah. See what he needs. Game day. Oh.
How you all right? How you? It's like this. Sorry, baby. I know. I left for nothing.
Yeah, I know.
I got this. Come on back up, dog. Your cute self. I got you. I got you. We're gonna stay there for a bit until you miss. So cute, man. Yes, sir.
Oh! Man.
Putting on that flawless picture. Cool.
Yo. Once again, it's your boy NYC, man. Three Kings with a Vision. I'm here with my man Crazy.
Yes, sir.
My man Rambo. And I got my man B.Cosey in here, man. It's poppin'.
Hey, this is our first time interview with all three of us in here.
Yeah.
First time, so you know this gotta be a banger, man. Like you said, hey, he do this to people. He bring them out. He bring them together.
So
He bring them together, man. So what we're gonna do, man, is just tap in, man. Just see who Brock is. See who this kid is from the South Side. Who popping it off? Sam.
Oh man, you want me to pop it off? I don't never pop it off first, man.
We gotta.
Ben, I'm about to
we
pop.
gotta do something different, man.
I'm about to pop it off, yo.
Hold on,
You
what
know
I'm gonna
saying?
do is though, I'm gonna shout out
we
Sean.
definitely
real
gotta shout out
quick.
Sean.
Shout out to Sean Jacks, man. Great Athletics. Get your shirts, man. Hit them up on Facebook, Instagram, Sean Jacks.
I still need mine, by the way.
We all do. Shit.
I still
real.
need mine. Go ahead, anyone else?
Yo, B.Cosey, we are out here on at Walker Field.
Yes, sir.
I just want to know, let me know, how did it all start? When did it all start?
Man, well, as far as this rock right here, you know, that started when I was a shorty, man. I was about 3 years old.
Yeah.
And I seen Space Jam. And you know, just seeing the GOAT out there with Looney Tunes, you know, I was a Looney Tune fan. Those are my dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So seeing Jordan with them, I was just like, man, how he make that happen? If he did it using this, then this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just started from there, man. But I mean, other than that, of course, my pops played ball, my older brother played ball, shit, even my mama played ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole family.
Yeah, it's in the fam for sure.
Family was nice. I always tell kids, me coaching, playing, or whatever it is, that basketball can take you a lot, like far, for free. For free.
Yeah.
Like you know, vacation, paid trips, going to see different cities, you know, playing against different people in different arenas. Like you can experience that lifestyle at a young age, and like you said, and be like, I want to do this, you know, whatever it is, and that's the thing that I try to tell the kids these days, that put that work in and perfect your craft, because that could take you a long way, man. For free. You know, and see different, the world, and it's different cities, even countries.
Right.
You know, you never know where you land at. So
Definitely.
that was my thing. I had a question about your high school experience. You know, I'm gonna jump right into high school. People like the older guys, hearing your name, and you come to different parks and different centers, and performing the way you did. How did you adjust to that type of game? Because you was physical, you were tough, you were just gritty,
Both sides of the ball.
and play defense, you talk, you communicate. You was a true definition of a point guard. Where you can score, you can assist, and like you said, we play both ends of the court. What made you playing against the older people, or like you said, just kind of watching it? What made you be that type of player?
Definitely playing, you know what I'm saying? And I might answer one of your questions with this, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, before I got to high school, my pops, he always had me playing 2-3 years up.
Yeah.
So when I was in the 5th grade and I was playing with 8th graders.
Yeah.
I was out there getting manhandled. Like they was doing me bad.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it was like I was getting pissed off, but it's like my dad already knew what it was. So it's like I'm not taking you out the game.
Yeah.
You finna go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because by the time you get to high school and you with the kids that's, your same age, you gonna be doing that to them.
Yeah.
You know
Should
what I'm
be
saying?
breeze. Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of what it was. I was always playing up, and by the time I got to 8th grade, 9th grade, going into high school, that's what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? I was used to, you know what I'm saying, playing physical, talking to my teammates, because I mean, I ain't gonna sit and act like we was the best. Like, we was losing a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it was frustrating, and with frustration that comes, like, that kind of bring the leader out of you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? When you going through all of that, it's just like, all right, I'm working hard, we all working hard, ain't nobody saying nothing though. So, all right, yo, what's going on? What can we do, you know what I'm saying, to get this right? So that kind of came out, you know what I'm saying, as we was going through struggles as I was younger. And it kind of just went right over to high school. I was ready. I was definitely ready for it.
You definitely was. Definitely watching.
Pops put you in the fire early.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's more doubt later on. Okay. Yeah, like that.
Man.
I'm gonna go off topic from the basketball real quick. I see you got some ink on your arm.
Yeah.
You wanna explain what they mean?
Yeah. Well, I start at the top. This is the Eye of Horus. You know what I'm saying? With the pyramid, you know, just, you know, hidden knowledge, ancient knowledge. I ain't gonna say hidden. It's no longer hidden no more. You know what I'm saying? I got the unks. You know, that represents life to me. You know what I'm saying? With that circle, represents the womb. 9-4. You know what I'm saying? Year I was born, of course. I got grind harder right here. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a slogan I got from one of my favorite artists, Starlito.
Okay.
But he was just grind hard. It was he had linked up with Don Tripp, and Tripp kind of added the ER, and I that kind of just stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I always go harder. You feel me? I got my initials on the back. Right here though is 25-8. You know what I'm saying? Really, this is my first project that I dropped, but it came from my homie Mike Anderson. He out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
And y'all might see me sharing a couple of his posts and stuff on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? He got the clothing line and stuff. This is some of his shorts right here. But yeah, it's really a concept, 25-8. You know what I'm saying? It's a step above 24/7. And it's really a
like
non-stop grind. Like, it don't stop. You know what I'm saying? You creating that extra day, you creating that extra hour. Like, no matter what, you know, you got a vision and you pursuing it. But along with that, you creating more visions with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a non-stop creation. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop at all. You just keep going. And then, of course, South Side. You know what I'm saying? We on the South right now. South Side, baby. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And then in red is Smart Money. You know what I'm saying? Smart Money, that kind of came from my brother, Mac Dilla. Some of y'all might know him as Mark. But Smart Money, man, it's kind of the same concept, except we taking art and making that the most important thing. That's why art is capitalized. You know what I'm saying? Art is capitalized because, you know, it's art in everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? Art is creation. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good meaning to it.
Yeah, for sure. But Smart Money as a whole is just being smart with what you're doing, with what you're putting into your art, and the money gonna come in abundance. So money is not even the focus. You know what I'm saying? That's just, it attracts. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. So
That's dope.
Yeah, that's
real dope.
yeah.
Real dope.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
What's up, man?
And going into that, man, you know, like we said, we talked about the hoop. It was a time where you was getting recruited heavily, coming out of Riley High School, and then after that, it was like you fell off the map for a minute. I didn't know where you was at. Nobody. What happened? Like, because you was that dude everywhere. Your name was popping. You was at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Like, just tell us a little bit with the hiatus. What happened?
All right, so sophomore year, I'm sure many know about this story, but sophomore year, man, it was about halfway through the season, and I had got an injury in my knee. And once that injury occurred, it was devastating for me because I had never been away from the game for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I done messed my ankle up before, you know what I'm saying? But that's only a couple weeks.
Right. Come back.
Being away for, they told me 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of broke my heart really because my sophomore year, if y'all remember, that was the year. You know what I'm saying? That was the year, yo. Like, that was my breakout year, you know what I'm saying? And it was Riley High School's breakout year. We ended up winning sectional still, and we went to regionals, but, you know, we all could sit here and say what if, but I know for a fact if I wouldn't have got hurt, man, we were state champions, you know what I'm saying? So with that injury, after that, like, even the comeback, like, you know what I'm saying? Of course I wanted it, but I could just tell, like, I wasn't hungry for it no more, you know what I'm saying? Because growing up, my mom always told me, like, boy, you don't know how to do nothing else except play basketball. You know know what I'm saying? That's all she would say, because I was clumsy, man. I was dropping groceries, you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that, you feel me? She would just be like, boy, if it ain't no ball, you don't know what to do.
Damn.
And that stuck with me. That really stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? So I was in high school, really, my junior and senior year, I was playing basketball for everybody else. I didn't even want to play no more, you know what I'm saying? It kind of took me away. If I could have stopped then and there and probably picked up a pen and pad then, I would have started then. But it's like, there's so many people that want to see me, you know what I'm saying, keep going to high school. They want to see me go to college. So it's like, man, I'm going to go ahead and push it out for y'all. So by the time my senior year came, it was the summer actually going into my senior year, and I had went to the top 100 camp. And while I was there, again, I'm fresh off an injury. I wouldn't even say fresh my senior year. I was good, but it's like coming off a junior year, like we had a terrible season. It was the worst season that I probably ever went through. But that just brought my confidence level down even more. But going into that top 100, you know what I'm saying, my brother was with me, you know what I'm saying, thank God for him, free him too, free Los, but he basically was just like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you got injured and you had to take a step back, but it's the top 100. It's the reason why you got invited to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you gotta show out. You gotta come and do your thing. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I showed out. And there was a guy on my team. Can't really remember what his name was, but I played against him in high school, and then for the top 100, we was on the same squad, so we kind of knew each other. And he had already had an offer from Chicago State. After that top 100, I basically took that from him. You know what I'm saying? Like I was killing, man. I was showing out there. You know what I'm saying? And I took that from him, and so they offered me, but it was a verbal. You know what I'm saying? I had committed verbally, so I didn't necessarily sign nothing. So my senior year, I kind of just breezed through it because I already know I was going to Chicago State. But it's like, I wish I would have had somebody to be like, yo, you need to be training like you a D1 athlete, already. You need to train your mind like you there already, because when you get there, if you're not there already, the struggle to get there, it might take a year or two for you to actually get there. So it's like, you know, I just wasn't mentally prepared at all, you know what I'm saying, when I got out of high school. And so I took my SAT, my ACT scores, they was too low. So they told me, like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to go JUCO for 2 years and then we'll pick you up after that, which was fine. And I ended up going JUCO, and I was with Joe Beard, you know what I'm saying? And even he'll tell you,
Shout out to Joe, man.
shout out my brother Joe, man. For real, shout out my brother Joe. It's pretty unfortunate the way his career landed out, you know what I'm saying? But Joe, man, is still to this day the best on-ball defender that I've ever played with. One of the best point guards that I've ever played with. You know what I'm saying?
I remember playing with him.
Partially, my dog came from him. You know what I'm saying? For real, because he was at Jackson with me, like in my middle school years, and just watching how hungry and how much of a dog he was, I was like, yo, I need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that in my game. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got that from Joe. But I was at Glen Oaks with Joe, man, and it was a bit of a struggle for me, only because it still felt like high school. It didn't feel like a difference at all. Like, from a mental standpoint, me being around players that I was around, and just the whole atmosphere. It was a community college, so it's not a big campus. It's just one school, just like a high school, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of just took me away even more. I was just like, man, like, I need something different. Like, this shit is not working, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been playing ball all my life, but that hunger for it just went away after that injury, and I was itching for it back, but I couldn't find it. So I ended up leaving Glen Oaks, and I still finished out the year at Ivy Tech. And while I was there, I had went to a Riley game, and that's where I had saw Coach Pearson. Coach Pearson, he picked me up at Ancilla, but that's another story. But he was at Holy Cross at the time, and so he had picked me up at a game and shit, and he had basically like just chopped it up with me and asked me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, what you doing, like, you still hooping, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, like, I still want to get after it. And so he had, you know what I'm saying, he basically told me, like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sign you. And so I ended up going to Holy Cross, and I'm not gonna say that it was the same thing, because I was actually more prepared for Holy Cross. But when I got there, it was so much life going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother, Los, he had just got locked up. My My other brother, Vontae, he had just got out of prison, but he had got diagnosed with schizophrenia, so he was tripping. My sister was pregnant with her first daughter, you know what I'm saying, Valea, and it was just taking a toll on my mama. Now, I could say that me being here probably messed that up. If I wasn't here in South Bend or Notre Dame, Indiana at Holy Cross, it probably would have been a little better for me because I would have been away. I wouldn't be able to come home just like
easy,
that.
yeah. Okay.
But since I was here, it was like all of those problems just like weighing on me. I feel like, man, I got to do something about this. I'm not making no money. I was injury prone when I was at Holy Cross, you know what I'm saying? And all of that just affected my mental. Ultimately, like I was just like, yeah, I gotta stop ball. I gotta do something else. I gotta find a way to get some money, man. So I stopped playing ball and I just started working. And once I started working, I was in the work life, man. I was focused on the bread. I was trying to make sure that I was good financially. So that's where I was. That's where I went MIA at, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care about ball no more, man. I was like, man, I gotta get some money, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I went.
So man, you hit, hey, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Man, to me, what I heard from that, long story short, you have to take a break to really mature into who you are right now. So to really see what does Brock really want to do with his life.
Yeah.
And once he masters his life and know that I know who I am, now it opens up for the rest, the playing field for the rest of the things you're trying to do right now.
That's funny you said that because I go right into my question that I have for you about now. So second, whatever, third, fourth chance you got. I mean, you face the injuries, face the family, situations. I wouldn't say issues, but face the family situations, mentally, yourself. It takes a lot for a young African American to admit that. Not just to be like, no, man, I don't know what I was doing, whatever. But for you to break it down the way you just did, it takes a lot for an African American to dig deep into himself, his soul, and say, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, mentally. I wasn't ready physically, and because a lot of times it's greed, and be like, oh man, I got this, that I'm gonna take this money, or I can go this way, I'm gonna take, your scholarship that somebody else that been working their butt off. To try to get, but you got it so easily because of your game and the things that you bring, on the court. But it took you to say, nah, I ain't ready, whatever it is. And I'm gonna do something off camera, not off camera, but off subject real quick. Shout out to Jerron Jameson. That's my family because him and I don't want to throw no names out there, but the people, his peers, his age group, he could have went a different way. Started clubbing, partying. Drinking, smoking. I don't want to get off topic like that, but he stayed ready. And then when he got that call, he was already there.
He was ready.
And it reminded me of something that you just said. I wasn't ready. If I would have known X, Y, and Z, I would have stayed ready. So I want to shout out to Jerron for his mental. I'd be like, nah, I can still be cool with these guys, but at the same time, I got to do something for myself and my family. And that goes back to my question is here it is. You back. so I ain't even gonna ask, are you ready? Because I know you are.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But it's time now. So what do you, in just a quick summary, what do you feel is gonna happen for you right here and there? Like, what is, you ready for the college experience? Shout out to Pearson, is his name, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to him for giving you another chance. So what do you feel? What are you gonna do differently that you didn't do?
Man, well, first and foremost, man, I think that when I actually went to college both times, my mental was, I'm here to play basketball.
Yeah, okay.
When you in college, nah, you here to go to school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Basketball is extra.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you're on a scholarship, you got to be dialed in on both ends. But it's like, for me personally, like, I do this for shit. You know what I'm saying? And I love working hard. I love grinding. So that's second nature to me. I never was a school guy. You know what I'm saying? Never was a school guy.
That means a lot.
Yeah. So, but that came kind of easy for me too. You know what I'm saying? So even though I would be out there, like, in college, like, not studying, not going to study groups, not using my resources, I still was passing just by that much, and I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I would think about that, and I would just be like, if I actually took it serious this time, used my resources, studied all the time, I could, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what could happen? You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. So that's really my main focus this go around is me actually being in tune and being dialed in school. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna keep me there. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is not gonna keep me there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could get injured. You know what I'm saying? And then I won't be able to play no more. So it's like I'm focused on what I'm going to school for, and I'm actually going for exercise science.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to learn the body. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I'm getting back, I had tweaked my knee up here at this very park. Not over here. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I was up here shooting by myself, man, and I had tweaked my knee a little bit. And it made me set back because like I can't perform, you know what I'm saying, with a swollen knee, you know what I'm saying. I actually got to strengthen it, but they told me I didn't tear nothing. So you know, I was terrified. I thought I was like, man, like I'm finally going back, and I just got hurt by working out, like. But you know, they told me I didn't tear nothing, but the ligaments in my knee is just genetically weak. So it just, you know, exactly. We never, you know what I'm saying, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but man, when we was coming up, all we was taught was to work hard.
That's it.
We don't get taught about recovery, rehab, stretching, taking care of your body. We don't get taught about that type of stuff.
And not even just that, just the mental stage of what you were saying. It's like, you know, Mom Duke said, if you don't have basketball, you don't have nothing.
Facts.
So it's just like some of the, you know, older players should have grabbed you and said, hey, man, you got to do this. You got to watch game film. You got to take care of your body. You got to sleep. You got to exercise, you know, and stuff like that. And just sometimes know when to give your body a rest. You know, get out here and you know, get on a park and do whatever, play against the older guys, get bumped, get physical. And like you said, that way in your age group, it'll be somewhat of ease. I wouldn't say easy, but somewhat of a breeze for you. But at the same time, be like, all right, go ice.
No doubt.
Go stretch.
No doubt.
You know, stuff like that. So I see definitely where you're coming from in that, because, you know, my days I didn't have it either. I did a little bit, but not as 100%, you know, what how it should have been to me. You know, but I definitely see where you're coming from of that. So definitely a mental thing. And then, you know, going from physical, like you said, I ain't know how to work out. You know, and stuff like that. I ain't like the weight room, you know, and all that stuff. So I look at a lot of social media, you know, helps out a lot of people these days because you can see the inside of the bubble. You know, like the Lakers and the Portland Trailblazers and whoever else have it. They're watching game film, but while they're watching game film, they got ice, they eating some fruit, you know, whatever it is. So it's just like, you ain't eating fried chicken and Popeye biscuits and stuff like that. You are eating salads and fruits and drinking a lot of water and all that stuff. So, man, that if y'all don't see nothing, man, pay attention to definitely his message, you know, and when you watch something, man, watch it. Don't just watch it for, like, highlights and the who's and ahs and all that stuff, somebody getting crossed over. Watch the message. You know, watch all that. He was like New York said, a two-way point guard. Offense and defense. He talks, he communicates. So I don't know. I be getting off. I get deep sometimes.
Before we go into the next thing, you know, just keeping on topic with the message. You know what I'm saying? One thing my brother always told me was get the message and forget the messenger. I feel like that's very, 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 very
Say that one more
important.
time.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? Get the message, forget the messenger. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm taking that for myself.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
You know, you can take that with whatever, but it's like, man, you can get something out of everything. Anything. You can get something out of it if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? So just take heed to that. I ain't gonna elaborate too much.
Right.
Take heed to that.
I like that. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. I like that.
That was real powerful. I don't think a lot of the youth in this area are really taking heed to what you just said.
Right.
Because people just looking for that LeBron or that special someone, and everyone's special. Every man on earth has a gift, and that's where I fall short of, like myself. You know, I didn't play like you guys on a high stage, wanted to, but didn't have those resources or those men or women to really push me. But what I'm saying is this: I did listen to what my peers went through to understand that there's a formula in order for you to make it to that big stage or to become that superstar. And it takes listening. Stop, look, and listen. To me, you gotta stop, look, and listen. And if you do it well, you're gonna be where you need to be because the Most High got something for you. And I always say, give back.
Got to.
You know, so whatever it is, man, if you don't make it to that higher level, you're gonna be blessed. And we talked about this, by you going back to school. And if you don't, like I said, God's going, whatever God has for you, has for you.
Right.
But if you get that diploma, that's your MBA.
Right.
If you make, what you call that, academic, all everything, all honors, that's your MBA. That's your rookie of the year. That's your conference. That's your trophy. No one can take that back from you. You come back and you show the kid like, yo, I did it on both sides of the floor, but also I mastered it off the floor as well. So I'm really proud of you, man. I just, like I said, man, I'm just ready for your rebirth, man. Your remix.
I'm definitely ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Rambo, what's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Why y'all keep doing that?
You been a little quiet over here.
Hey, I always just be listening to what y'all be talking about. I be waiting.
I definitely keep
You do be listening though.
I
Because
be waiting.
after the interviews, he'll call me like, "Cuz, man, y'all said some deep shit." I'm like, so we kind of
be
still.
listening. I mean, I've been knowing Brock for a long time. So like some of the stuff he's saying, like some of the stuff I ain't know.
Exactly.
So like to hear that from him, like.
Tap in, baby. We gotta dig deep with these young men out here and women, you know, and get to know them, man. You know, that's the thing that I feel like a lot of people slack on. Is like, all right, you here, you playing for me, but is that kid? Do you know that kid? You know, and I know we was kind of talking like this before, but really, your coach should really get to know you. You know, whatever it is, and like you said, you was going through a mental, thing. So somewhat, your coach could have pulled you, be like, you all right? What's going on? And don't just listen to a person and be like, yeah, I'm cool. Nah, what's going on? Talk to him. You know, whatever it is. So then you could have been like, okay, man, he might be serious. You know, he might be genuinely caring about me. So let me open up. My sister just had her first kid. You know, my brother just got locked up. My brother just got out. You know, my mama is kind of doing this by herself, you know, whatever it is. So then, as a coach or a family or as a team, y'all could have been like, all right, what's going on over there? It's right around the corner. That's going on over there and get some groceries, pack your groceries up for your mom or whatever it is, or have your sister, breathing stuff, for the baby. Just little stuff like that. I ain't saying that you have to do that, but just little stuff like that, but a simple conversation where you genuinely care to be like, all right, what's going on? Because you don't look who I used to see you as, whatever it is. Or something that's going on, whatever it is. That's how I try to do, with my players, my kids. You all right? What's going on? I can tell that jump shot, you normally hit that. You all right? Coach, I slipped or whatever. All right, get it back next time. But then I had a kid that came to me and was like, nah, man, I'm going through something. So then I was like, all right, come on. Come talk to me. It's just something like that to really know this kid as a basketball player, as a father. Some of these coaches are fathers, whatever it is. And if y'all not, as a player for you, as a young man, be like, all right, this young man, something's up. He's not communicating off there. He usually curl tighter off this screen or whatever it is. So it sometimes plays an effect, man. Like you said, I was going through a mental thing, and it's hard for me to adjust to that. But like you said, now you're ready. So it's a blessing, man. I can't wait to come and see you play, and I know you're gonna still be the same player and even better. So musically, I know you have something, Sam.
Musically, man. But hey, every time I see Brock, I call him the South Bend J. Cole. He know that. Like when I listen to him, man, I swear it's like when I listen to J. Cole, I get that same vibe when I listen to Brock. Like he got a message in like his songs, man, and it's just like I didn't even know he was like I didn't know you had that like type of skill with the pen like that.
I didn't either. Honestly. I didn't either. It was just something that I was like, man, I love music. My homies, you know what I'm saying, Yayo and them, they was making music videos and shit. I'm like, man, I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Yayo.
Shout out my brother Yayo, because he really inspired me. He truly inspired me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was at Holy Cross and I was watching his videos like, bro, I got a lot of shit I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm finna go on and do that, you know what I'm saying? So
that's my favorite project. I want to say my favorite songs from you is
talking about Is It Real?
That one, the one with you and Mark. I like that one. I like that video shoot too. And I like the one where I think it's like 4 different U's. That.
You talking about Savior? Yeah, Savior, one of my favorite ones for sure.
When you prepare to write something, how do you lock in? Because I know it's different. Is it? Oh, let me ask that. Is it different from when you lock in like basketball, or you kind of go with the same method of locking in when you write?
I take the same approach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like the same thing as a game, like I kind of prepare myself for it before I actually get to the game. So when I'm about to write, I listen to the beat over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could be busy, but I'm gonna listen to the beat just to hear how I wanna write it. You know what I'm saying? Different things will come to me as I'm, you know what I'm saying, listening to it, and it'll just stick with me. So it's like it'll be a certain flow that I would like, and I would kind of just feed off of it, kind of just like the, you know what I'm saying, just like ball. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out there, it's reaction. I don't necessarily know what's going to happen.
Right.
But whatever happens, I'm still finna make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the same approach that I had with music. But it wasn't the same all the time though. Sometimes, man, I would wake up with 30 bars in my head, and I would just write. You know what I'm saying? But that was at first. After that, it was tough, man, because it's like I'm not one of those people who like saying the same things over and over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like hearing different stuff, different styles, different flows. That's what I like hearing. So personally, I'm like, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If that's something that I want to hear, then I want other people who rock with my music. I want them to hear something different in every song as well. So, again, the approach is still the same, but it might not flow like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I might write 2 bars. I gotta take a break, like, man, I'm gonna come back to that. You know what I'm saying? I might start writing to another beat. That, you know what I'm saying, that I'm actually in the mood.
But you know these two some
that,
stuff.
I'm gonna wait on that because I already know why I'm not actually writing on it. Something's brewing with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let God make a way for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely how I was writing, man.
Give me life, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, like you
Bars
said,
coming soon from me.
Like Rambo said, man, you opened my eyes to a lot of stuff that I didn't know, you know, about you, you know, and stuff like that. And I just know us, you know, 3 Kings with a vision, man. We want to definitely come and support you in your next new journey and come to your games and, you know, just come and sit with you if we can before your game and, you know, stuff like that. Definitely be there for the game and then just rock with you after the game, you know, stuff like that. So stay tuned for that video, man.
Hey, hold on real quick. I want to say something real quick. All right, you said sometimes you'll wake up with like 30 bars in your head and get to writing, right?
Woo-hoo. I see where you're coming from.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm about to say.
I'm not no freestyler.
I'm
gonna put that out there right now. I
Tell
ain't never been the type of artist, man, that could just go in the studio and just go. You know what I'm saying? Like everything with me is strategic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like after, you know what I'm saying? Like when I actually picked up the pen and pad, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole, from when I picked up the pen and pad to now, every little thing in my life has been strategic. It's been a reason why I do the things that I do. It might not happen the way that I want it to, but there's a bold reason about, you know what I'm saying, behind why I do what I do. So I've always wanted to be like a freestyler. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, man, that's what my brothers, my cousins, my mama. Like, man, my mama one of the craziest freestylers that I know. Real talk, and that's no cap. No cap.
Shout out to Mom. Mama Cozy.
Mama Williams.
Mama Williams.
You know what I'm saying? She is one of the craziest freestylers, man. But I never really tapped into that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's because the way my mental is set up, bro. Like I got a lot of things going on in my head, man. And it's sometimes, bro. Like that's why I've been into like meditating and stuff like that. Like I was deep into it in high school when I got out of high school, but now it's like, you know, I just noticed that type of stuff, man, it can really take you away from reality. You know what I'm saying? So don't get too caught up in your head. You know what I'm saying? With all that meditating stuff, but it really does quiet your mind down. It quiets everything down to where you can focus on what you want to focus on. So that's my writing process. Like I might wake up with 30 bars in my head, you know what I'm saying? But the way that I write it, it ain't like what it's like in my head. Like I gotta really articulate it the way that I want to get that message out, because I'm not just trying to just say anything because it sound good over a beat. Like nah, I want you to really hear what it is that I say. It might take you 5-10 listens to get what it is that I'm saying, but that's the way that it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
That's a powerful spitter right
yeah,
there, though. That's the thing. So
From what I heard,
Oh,
man,
I was about to say, we
before
appreciate
y'all
it for
go,
coming
man,
through.
I love dude. But that goes to say, like, just watching you play ball, you ain't, and this is no knock on nobody. It's not on nobody. But the way that you play, you could tell that you're a technical player. Like you're trying to dissect, you know what I'm saying, the game, within the game. So when I see you doing what you doing, being conscious of how you rap and you said being strategic, I see that in your character when you play. So, man, I just want to say it plays. Like I said, basketball mirrors life, man, and I like that, man.
You get right to it.
Get right to it, man.
Right to it and get it done. So that's the thing, man.
Yeah.
And that's powerful, man.
I'm sorry I can't get y'all a freestyle. I know it's probably a lot of people, man, who actually want to hear it and stuff, man. But ever since that I've got like really in tune with this bar, man, all year, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I haven't wrote a bar.
I was just about to ask that.
Wow.
I was about to say, do you have something that you wrote?
Yeah, that you can say, like 8 bars that you know. What's one of your top 8 lines, 8 bars that you know that you really feel like from that song Savior, or something that really means something to you? Something that you can spit that you know that really means something to you. Like these bars mean something to me.
Man, I mean, so just going back to the Savior track, on every song.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a deep meaning behind it. But with the Savior track, I kind of feel like it kind of correlates to the way things are now. It's a hook on there where I say, they say we living in our last days, but live today like it's your last day. And stack cake the fast way, that's what my dad say. And bad ways is the only way to attract bad days.
Yeah.
So let me be great. You know what I'm saying?
J. Cole,
you know what I'm saying?
Just
So,
say
you know
something,
what
man.
I'm saying? So
Let
it's
me be
like,
great.
let me be great. If bad ways attract bad days, then shit, why not be great? So you can attract great things, you know what I'm saying, to your life. You know what I'm saying?
Tap in, man.
Tap
feel
in,
me?
listen,
man.
You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? That's just something
The
simple.
day in the life, B.Cosey.
Yeah,
I heard it.
That's the crazy part, man. So one more time, appreciate you
Thank
coming
you,
through,
brother, for
man.
coming through, man.
Sure,
Brother,
appreciate
Good
y'all,
luck
man.
to you, man,
Appreciate
for the season, man, and I hope God bless you in many ways.
He's going to continue to. I know he
You
will.
know,
for sure.
and, hey, watch out for that next video that we dropped too, man. Hey, by the way, I was flawless in that pig.
Ah, man.
Oh, man, you talking about always,
Like 8
man.
years old, man.
Crazy.
You know, this person was 3.
Man, flawless.
that was